Everybody, Steve Larson here, your Friendly Bear Ornamentals rep, and I'm here to bring you another 10-minute take today. Decided to bring the production indoors. Not much to see outside right now with all of the winter damage. And I'm guessing right about now you're probably up to your eyeballs, but hopefully surviving the always hectic spring rush. I've promised to bring you some relatively short, informative 10-minute takes to assist you with your plant health issues. And today I'm going to talk about Broadform fungicide. Broadform fungicide has some very key performance advantages, and I think you'll find it to be a great product to help protect as well as prevent pathogens on your spring crops. So here we go. Broadform is a fungicide that employs the proven combined performance of the so-called 7-Eleven fungicides you see detailed here on this graphic. These products combine two excellent fungicide modes of actions from the SDHI and strobilurin fungicide MOA groups. Growers have available no less than 4 different 7-Eleven fungicides for ornamentals use, including Bayer's Broadform. Now, my job is to educate you on the unique features of Broadform and how these features translate into clear benefits for you. Today, we'll briefly detail that Broadform is a broad-spectrum foliar fungicide that's effective at one simple rate. And Broadform's a great value, offering great performance at a competitive price. The resulting benefit to growers is a fungicide that is broad, fast, lasts, and outperforms the competition. The advent of the strobilurin fungicides, mode of action group 11, has taken disease control to new levels. The strobies offer broad spectrum activity, they are relatively safe to your crops, and they're long lasting. But as a group, they have some holes in their spectrum of disease control activity, most notably control of botrytis diseases. As you can see here, there are a number of group 7 fungicides called succinate dehydrogenase inhibitors, quite a mouthful, which is why we refer to them simply as the SDHIs. You'll note here that our fluopyram is in a subclass of its own. There's a reason for that unique classification because fluopyram has numerous features that separate it from the others in this group. Fluopyram has a number of interesting technical features, but I've only got a few minutes here, so I'm going to jump past all that technical stuff and briefly focus on what technical highlights are unique and why they're important to you as a grower. If you really want a full download on those technical advantages, feel free to give me a call and I'll happily discuss them with you. Well, here's the first technical highlight. Our SDHI fluopyram is systemic. You might ask, why does that matter? Well, for one, fluopyram not only moves systemically into the plant's vascular system, it also moves into and protects flower buds as they're developing and unfolding during flower development. The graph here shows how a flower is protected from disease during various stages of development. Secondly, fluopyram has a unique, flexible molecular structure. Again, you ask, why does that matter? Well, the distinctly different structure and flexibility of the fluopyram molecule allows it to remain effective. In simple translation, Broadform is still effective where other SDHI products are failing due to resistance. In the study shown here, this compares various fungicides' efficacy to over 400 plus known botrytis isolates. You can easily see that Broadform leads the pack in botrytis fungicidal sensitivity. Broadform remains effective even as disease organisms mutate, rendering some competitive products ineffective over time. Thirdly, Broadform's combination of trifloxystrobin plus fluopyram is highly effective at one single rate. Yet again, you might ask, why is that important? So with Broadform, you not only get outstanding control of botrytis, but you also improve activity on a number of other disease pathogens, such as rhizoctonia, southern blight, white mold, rust diseases, leaf spot diseases, just to mention a few. 50 plus pathogens in all at 4 fluid ounces per 100. It's very simple to use. You only have to remember just that one rate. And that one rate translates into a fungicide that provides fast, effective control that starts as early as 24 hours after treatment. Much faster than competitive products, as you see in this trial, and it lasts longer. Seen here in a trial 34 days after the final treatment, that's almost 5 weeks. After the final application, Broadform was continuing to offer superior control. I know there's a lot of info here on this particular graph, but take a look at the bottom line. In an apples-to-apples cost and use comparison, Broadform fungicide is very competitively priced versus other 7-Eleven products when you're using them at competitive rates. And it offers you as a grower a great value for your disease control spend. I know that's important these days when every dollar counts. So let's bring this 10-minute take to a close. As a final word, here's a recap of what we've just gone over. First of all, Broadform effectively manages foliar diseases with an easy-to-use, easy-to-remember single-use rate. Secondly, at that easy-to-use rate of 4 fluid ounces per 100, Broadform is very competitively priced. And thirdly, the benefit to you and your crops is a broad-spectrum, long-lasting, fast-acting, crop-friendly 7-Eleven fungicide combination that performs at the top of its class. I think you're going to be very happy with this product once you try it. You know, you're busy enough during the spring, and managing springtime pathogens like leaf spots, botrytis, powdery mildews, and others really doesn't need to be a guessing game. There's one product, Broadform, at one rate, that's 4 fluid ounces per 100, can deliver peace of mind, not to mention outstanding disease control on your crops. Now, if you have some questions, don't be shy. Give me a call. I'd love to hear from you. All my contact info will be on the screen in just a second at the end here. We'll talk again soon. Until then, have a great spring season. Take care for now.